friends. I hope you're having an outstanding, fabulous day. It is a glorious day in Maryland. It is Thursday. It's going to be 99, you might as well say 100 degrees today. And today is going to be special. I hope you all enjoy it. I hope you stick around to the end. I don't know how long it's going to be. My editing sucks. My videoing sucks. But the companion video is going to be much better because the companion video is going to be created by a man who is Spielberg-like in his video creations. Now, if you have not, please, boom, smash that subscribe. Click on the like, click on the bell, and tell your friends. And what are we doing today? Well, we got Betty loaded up. And we're going to go see our friend. We're going to go pick up our friend. What friend are we going to pick up? You're not going to believe it. We're going to go pick up Gary Webster from his hotel. Gary Webster of GarysE-BikeAdventures is down here from New Hampshire with his wife visiting. And he's taken time out of his busy life and visiting to go for a ride with me. And he wants to make a video with me. Where are we going to go? We're going to do the safest ride that's close to here, that is of decent length. Chesapeake City to Delaware City, the ride that I did for my very first YouTube, which sucked. The ride that I did for Betty, which was good and was a range test. We're going to do that today and maybe deviate and go to Love's Pond Park. It just depends what Gary wants to do because today is Gary's day. And as I told you, his video is going to be outstanding. Mine's going to suck. But you all are so loyal and I appreciate that. And we're going to go to the hotel and pick up Gary, load up his bike, and go to Chesapeake City. So stick around because it is going to be a hot but marvelous day. All right, my friends, we made it to Chesapeake City. Gary Webster of GarysE-BikeAdventures. He brought his Hanovere all-wheel drive. He's got an emergency pack for me in case I get stuck with any sticks or rocks. He's got a tourniquet in there to stop my bleeding. I got Betty with my new seat and seat riser. And then I'm going to give Gary a tour. And then if Gary likes me, he said, well, maybe I'll let you buy me lunch, Bruce. But I want a seafood platter. And I was like, Gary, you can have whatever the hell you want. I'm just happy to see you and meet you. He's a nice guy. If you have not subscribed to his channel, I've told you before, subscribe to his channel. Gary, say hi to everybody.
How you doing, guys?
All right, we're off. Now remember, don't compare my video to his because he has a little bit of Spielberg in him and I have Pee Wee Herman in me. So there's a big difference. All right, Gary and I are off on our adventure. We're going from Chesapeake City to Delaware City. You've already seen my first video. It sucks. I hope you watch my Betty video. Well, my distant one, that's better. We've already seen a bunch of walkers. Hopefully today we're going to see some ships and it'll be interesting. And I got a Gary Webster behind me. Remember, subscribe to Gary's channel, GarysE-BikeAdventures. Gary, we can go as fast or as slow as you want.
I'm just trying to see what zero now. They said this gate is awful. Whatever's comfortable for you, you do it, and I'll match you. That's all.
You're gonna match me?
Not that much.
Up to 28 miles an hour. Maybe we'll see some container ships. That's impressive when you see them in this canal. All right, I've already had my first potty break. Gary and I have gone about 3 miles. We're coming up to the first set of Delaware bridges, including the railroad bridge that goes up and down, that you will see in more detail, historical detail, when you watch my canal video, which is coming up in a week or two. You're gonna see this one first because I'm really happy that Gary wanted to take a ride with me and talk and share ideas and just finally meet and have fun. We made it to Delaware. We've been in Delaware for a while. We're at the African Union Church Cemetery. I was showing this to Gary. He doesn't need to stretch his legs because he doesn't have blood clots. So I said, Gary, I'm old, fat, and blood clotted. So he said, all right, fat man, take a break, stretch your legs. So we're drinking water. And they had a ceremony here, or they're going to have a ceremony here. They keep it up pretty nice, and we've done 14 miles in about an hour, 15 hour, 18. And Gary said it's pretty boring because there's no container ships in the canal. But he said, I am having a good conversation. Am I right?
Absolutely.
I always tell the truth. You know that, my friends. All right, Gary and I have been solving YouTube problems for the past half an hour. Now we're going to go to Delaware City. Gary's telling me all his trade secrets, and by the time this day's over, I will be a YouTube star like my friends. Well, we made it to Delaware City, and now we're gonna go into the town a little bit. Good morning. In Charlestown, in Northeast, on Main Street, people like the Steak in Maine. That's been on some food eating shows. And they like Woody's. They're right next door to each other. And then in Charlestown, which is 5 minutes away where I live, the restaurant on the water is called the Wellwood. So a lot of people love that. And then there's another restaurant in town called the Market Street Cafe, and they all have their loyal customers.
Yeah, the other thing about this bike too is the motors are pretty quiet on this bike.
I noticed that.
Hey, I put these growler tires on, that's all you can get.
I heard that on the trail too.
But I had these on.
To the water. We made it to the Delaware Bay.
I've got the ocean about 45 minutes from my house.
And you got a lot of lakes and stuff near you.
But I've always, like on a review, I'm always like, oh, I should go up to Hampton Beach or something and do it up there, and I just haven't done it yet. I was going to do it with the new Moon Cool, but I ran out of time, so.
See, now you got them on tape. So now we're all going to expect an oceanside review. A beach review. I'm surprised there's no boaters.
Yeah, during the week though.
Oh. Hi there.
There you go.
All right, Gary and I are going past the African Union Church Cemetery, leaving Delaware City. On our way back to Chesapeake City. Temperature's picking up a little bit, but it's still a very, very glorious day. We've done maybe 17, 18 miles. Got about another 14 to get back. And then Gary, I want to treat him to lunch. He's never had a crab cake, so I'm hoping he lets me treat him to crab cakes. As many as he wants. Hopefully they're good. You can't talk up and brag about Maryland crab cakes and then have them turn out to be crappy. So, oh, here comes an electric something or another. Nah, maybe not. No, manual labor. That's cool. All right. All right, you heard it, my friends. Gary's not going to let me treat him to crab cakes, but I'm going to give him some directions on what good restaurants to go to. So, yes, that's what I'm telling all my subscribers, that I'm going to give you a couple names of good restaurants to go to.
So I saw you had another guy that's going to ride with you, obviously from around here somewhere?
No. He lives down around, we're talking about you, Forrest, and Bruce, the singer. Forrest lives around Columbia, Maryland, which is in Howard County. Which is probably like maybe an hour and a half from where I live. So we were waiting to see how my blood clot situation comes out, and my doctor said, yeah, you can drive down there, you can ride, whatever. You're on the thinners now for over a month. Your blood clot hasn't moved, hasn't really broken up much, but nothing to do other than keep taking medicine and wait. So anyway, yeah, so he wants to ride. So he's going to give me a tour of Columbia. And then one of my other friends, subscribers, Bruce Thomas at 59. He's a professional singer, new e-biker. He wants to go too. So it'll be pretty cool. I might turn my channel into that, just like hooking up with subs and going for rides. That might be my new theme.
Yeah.
All right, we're headed back. I want Gary to be able to ride my bike for a little bit, at least a few minutes. And then we're gonna get him back to the hotel so he can meet up with his wife and friends. And we may try to do another ride before he goes away. And hopefully we'll be able to do that. I'm talking about you. I'm telling everybody that I want you to ride the bike for at least a mile or so before we pack it up today. Which on this bike won't take long at all. I want you to open it up. Now we see Gary in front of us. I like that. It's nice riding with a friend. And that bike he's riding is pretty darn cool. A Hanovere all-wheel drive. And if you're interested in that bike, go to his channel. He's got a discount code. And it's only like $1,200, and then his discount code is like another $150 off. So check it out. GarysE-BikeAdventures. All right, we're headed up to the Blue Bridge and almost to Maryland. I just ate a bug. This is one of my best rides ever. Whenever I ride with a friend, group rides, they are the best. Always the best. We're getting close to the Maryland line. Oh, I left Gary in the back. Trying to get home back to the car so I can get him back to his hotel so he can be there when his friends arrive. All right, we're coming into Maryland. End of the Michael Castle Trail, which is what it's called in Delaware. And this is the Ben Cardin Trail in Maryland. We're back in Maryland. We're back in Maryland. So right up there is a bridge. So we'll be back to the truck in about 10 minutes most. All right, I had to change my GoPro battery. We're back. Gary has got his bike over there. We're getting ready to pack up. But before we leave, I wanted Gary to ride Betty and experience the power of the goat. And the seat is not as comfortable as the original seat. And you can see how it's crushed down. So I hate to say it, but I might put the other seat back on. But anyway, for right now, Gary's gonna get on and ride. Gary's on the bike. This might be the thumbnail. Gary rides Betty, gives E.T. a ride.
Alright, see how this goes. Boy, it takes up full.
You got it in, you only got it in power 1, don't you? You got to give it some power. Oh, the brake lights work. Oh, the brake lights are bright. I've never seen the brake. I've never seen it. He's the only person who's ever ridden a bike. Gary is the only person who's ever ridden my bike. Oh, he came in the back way. I missed him. He snuck in. I should have kept my vantage point right here. I like that brake light. That brake light is bright. Hold on, let me help you, old man. I gotta help this old man. But first, how fast did you get it?
I saw 44 miles an hour.
There you go. That's awesome. Did you like it?
It was fun.
There you go.
This thing's nice and solid. I like this thing.
Yeah. When it's in the 50s going down a hill, I get kind of nervous.
What do you get out of it?
I get like that myself, but I weigh more than you. Yeah, 44, 45. All right, our ride is over. I have to take Gary back home. He's gonna go meet his friends and back to his wife. I had a great time. It was a glorious day with my friend who came down from New Hampshire to visit and wanted to ride. I hope you all enjoyed this ride. I hope you enjoyed our conversation. I hope you do what I told you to do or asked you to do, which is subscribe to Gary's channel, Gary's E-Bike Adventures. And if you want that bike, use Gary's code. Click on his link and you'll save $150. And Gary, how much is it?
I believe it's $1,200.
$1,200 minus the code. That is a steal. That bike was spitting rocks because it has so much power. Gary, say goodbye to my friends and your friends.
Hey, subscribe to his channel if you haven't already, and we'll see you next weekend.
You heard him. Smash that subscribe. Click on the like, click on the bell. I love you all. See ya!